All right, Olisa, good morning, and good morning to you, Oluchi. Okay, it's
Michael, why you sounding like if you went to that church and the pastor disappointed you?
Were you in that team?
England would beat Italy. I saw that video and I'm like, seriously? I'm just wondering what his congregation would be, how they're going to be looking at him right now.
No offering for me on Sunday. That's me.
10%.
All right, let me just bring you guys, what is trending. It's not actually community report, but rather Trendwave right here on Breakfast Central. So we brought you a story about Chidinma Ojukwu, the alleged suspect in the murder of, media executive Michael Ataga. Now, the story, if you've been following it, is changing. The story is really, really changing. Before now, she said, I killed him, I stabbed him a couple of times because we were fighting. He tried to, get over me and all of that, rape me or whatever she called it. But right now, the story has changed. Let's take a look at this video.
Happy married life or something. It was just more of catering for his kid. He gave me the card because he was trying to make payments and it didn't go through. So he gave me the card. I didn't have access to his card, but I know the PIN code. Before I was leaving, he stood up to lock the door. But when I got in, I was knocking. As there was no answer, I opened the door, was already open, like it wasn't locked. And the duvet was on the floor, plus pillows. The bed, the couch was facing the door, and the bed was stained with blood already.
Okay, so the duvet was on the floor, the pillow was stained with blood, whatever, and boom. Now that goes to, kind of raise so many questions. What actually happened in this case? So, Lisa, remember when I brought you guys the report about 2 weeks back? I told you guys that there are reports that she didn't act alone. And people are beginning to even ask, what actually is happening? What are they turning this lady into? Let's get to see. Okay, Olisa.
Okay, hold on, Mike. That is an alleged, a murder suspect, allegedly, right?
Yeah.
For murder.
Right.
What's she doing on TV? Where was that interview granted?
Okay,
I'm surprised. That looked like, she looked good.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's just take some of the comments and I'll come back and answer your question.
Okay.
Some of the comments that Nigerians actually put out on social media. Okay, this is from Media Mogul, Ubi Franklin. Dear Nigeria Police, una do well. A murder suspect is now being allowed to do several interviews for TV channels. This is sad. You can imagine the family right now who will be asking for justice. Let's go more, have some of other requests. Okay. Real worry Pekin. Wait, so this girl don't turn celebrity murderer or what? Now, wow. Well, that's the question so many people are asking. Let's take one more now. Daddy Free says, wow, this girl is a great storyteller. The version don't reach 5 in my humble opinion, Sha. Now, the question is, Olisa, you just asked why the series of interviews. Shouldn't the police be more interested
Michael, has she been granted bail?
Confirmed?
Has she been granted bail for her to...
She's not been granted bail.
So how come she left police custody to grant... That looks like a proper stage set media interview.
Yeah, the lighting, the makeup, the aesthetics, her hair was pretty done, and, some people are saying, is she now a celebrity murderer?
No, celebrity or not. Well, there's a legal system here that, that looks like it's being trumped under the table. Is she still in custody or has she been granted bail?
She's still in police custody. There's no report that she's been granted bail.
Have her lawyers released any statement?
We've not seen any statement from her lawyers.
I mean, clearly there's so many questions.
And how does this, because this is one version of a story, unlike the other media public interrogative shame of another version of the story that we saw earlier when we first talked about this story. Because
okay, Olisa, let me just come in here.
It looks like a mockery of our justice system here, because on the one hand, there's the victim's family who need justice. There's also suspect rights. So which one are we bumbling now?
At this point.
Exactly, series of interviews. Before even this interview dropped, there was another one she did with, I think that dropped last week, and of course the storyline was pretty much different from this one. So these are the questions. What is the police doing? Instead of letting her grant interviews.
What's her legal team doing? Are they the ones,
That's the thing. So all of these things she's been saying, people are now asking questions on how will this, how will this actually play out at the end of the day? Because she's saying 3 different things. So which one are we going to stick with? Going by, looking out for her getting freedom or probably the family getting justice. So what? And of course, I think if you ask me right now, I'm going to tell you that our legal team probably, in the word, let me just say, confused, sort of, because
Mike,
yeah,
it's an alleged murder case.
Yes.
When are we going to court? When are we going to court? When is she going to be charged?
I think, Olisa, the question will have to be answered by the police, and of course, I believe that the Commissioner of Police in Lagos State, Hakeem Odumosu, they are on top of the case, as we've been told. And of course, when we are going to court, I'll definitely let you guys know.
Please, we need that.
Oh my God.
All right, my last story was, there's been this call for clerics and of course leaders in churches to speak up and of course air their views regarding the policy and of course how things have been done. Some time ago, this popular Nigerian pastor, Pastor Paul Adefarasin, the head pastor of House on the Rock Churches, came out to talk about Nigerians having a plan B. But hey, I think he's not done yet because he came out on Sunday and dropped another statement. He said something that I think everyone should listen to.
Mentioned the economy, mentioned culture. You've got to go into politics and government deliberate. By the way, if we don't fix some of Nigeria's problems today, that is this INEC problem. We say it plainly. INEC, put me in trouble if you like. It is a fraud. The numbers in Nigeria, as far as census are concerned, and as far as election is concerned, are a lie. And if nobody will speak up about it, the righteous will speak. And our righteousness is not of ourselves. It is of him, and he will protect. Hallelujah. It is important. It is skewed now so that where the numbers are not properly reflected in our voting. This is the only country in West Africa where you move from the ocean to the desert and the numbers decrease, or rather, they increase. The only country in the world where you move from a large body of water to little or no water, and the numbers increase. It was not Nigerians that started it. It was the parents of Nigeria who were not good parents.
Okay, Olisa, you guys just heard it, and he said, in quote, that INEC is a fraud. Do you share the same sentiment, Olisa and Oluchi?
Well, is it my opinion you want to get on that?
I don't think you need to ask me. You can see my hands are up here now.
Well, I just needed to put you guys on the spot there real quick. But hey, before I let you guys go, let's see how Nigerians are reacting to the comments of the senior pastor of House on the Rock, Pastor Paul Adefarasin. This is from Blessing AI Climate. He says, Pastor Paul Adefarasin is speaking fire again today. Our country must work. Okay, 2, 3 before we go. Okay, this one is from Olaruwaju's, and of course he says, take from them and give the poor. All right, God deal. Well, the pastor said that if he gets into the system, what he's going to do is that all of this money that, in quotes, are being siphoned, he's going to take them and give to the poor. That's what he said. And the last one is, he is absolutely right. Africa will forever be ungrateful, to Frederick Lugard. Well, these are some of the trends that we were able to catch up for you right here on Trendwave on Breakfast Central. My name is Michael, and getting back to you guys, and I'll definitely catch you guys next tomorrow, and I hope that we might get interesting trends, but if they are not interesting, be sure to catch them right here on the channel.